Hi, I'm Liz Larson, back with some cake decorating basics. Today we're going to do an adorable heart-shaped Santa face. This one's easy and fun and a real classroom favorite. Let's get started. For Santa face, we're going to use a number 23 star tip. This is a figure piping tip number 10 and a smaller figure piping tip number 7 and a quick icer. Plus we're using a heart-shaped cake. This one happens to be a 9-inch, a 10-inch, or a 12-inch would work great. To begin, we want to mark for our Santa hat. So about a little more than a third way down. That's where our Santa hat's going to be. So this will be Santa's hat and this will be his beard here. I'm going to use my quick icer because it's faster. You can definitely just use a spatula to put this on. But you want a thin, even layer of red. I'll have to smooth that just a tiny. See that? See where I love a quick icer? And then we want to put the red also down the side, the back and the sides. Now, if we were really good, we wouldn't even have to adjust this seam here, but today, not that good. Okay, just blend it lightly. Now, Santa is also going to have the hat flop over and come down the side. But before we do that, we need to put his beard on. So we'll reserve that for later. This is step 1. We're going to do the nose and the bottom lip with a number 10 figure piping tip. Want to come up high. A lot of this is going to be beard, so I'm going to get in there and let his nose build. It's kind of a shell shape. I'm going to just let it build, let it nice and fat. Come down and release. Then his bottom lip, we want to be a C shape, fatter in the center and thinner on the sides. And next, this seems a little out of order, but you'll see as we do that it makes sense. We want to do Santa's eyes. And we want them to be a nice elliptical shape. This is where you'd use your number 7 figure piping tip, or I have just cut the end out of a bag. So you can see I really just keep my tip in there and let it build. This is a figure piping trick. Now, as we do his eyes, they're going to look a little creepy because it's just eyeballs. But you'll see as we go that that'll all get taken care of. So we want to next use just a little bit of blue. And you want it to be a sky blue so that Santa's eyes are nice and bright. We'll give him bright blue sparkly eyes. And for this I'm just going to use my paper bag again with just the tiniest bit cut out of the end, as you can see here. So we want to fill in from the top to the bottom for his eyes. We want to make a full eyeball with center for the iris. And like I said, we're going to fill in quite a bit with cheeks and eyebrows. But we want to make sure we have nice, big, sparkly eyes. And I'm going to use just a touch of black piping gel, but you could use just a touch of black icing because really it's just for his pupils here. We're going to give him a nice black pupil. And then I like to come back in and give him a little dot for shine. Just like that. Told you it was going to look a little creepy at this point. Next, we want to do Here we go. Next we want to do Santa's cheeks. And they're gonna start about at his nose here. And we wanna let him build, come up under the eye and kind of into the eye a little bit. Like he's smiling and his cheeks are up around his eyes. Okay, about like that. So we want to come back in now and we want to start on Santa's hat. I'm going to start a wide zigzag and I'm using my 124. I'm using my number 23 star tip and I just want to do a wide zigzag for the brim. And don't worry, I didn't forget his eyebrows, but I kind of want his eyebrows to come up over the hat. And I'm going to stop here at this edge because the hat's going to come down into the beard. Now his eyebrows, you want him to come over his eyes and start about here. Give him big bushy eyebrows. Now I'm using just a slight zigzag, letting it be fuller in the center and thinner on the ends. Now we want to do Santa's mustache. So I want to start here, come up and around, come up into his cheeks. So we're going to come back to the center, come up into his cheek, big, round, sweeping motion. Now we're going to fill in the rest with these same big swirls. Nice, big, full Santa beard. You want it to be nice, big, round, even swirls. And basically all I'm doing is just a nice, even pressure and swirling around. You can see I'm guiding with this hand, and some can be bigger and some can be smaller. I just don't want them to be too tight. We don't want an uptight bearded Santa. See how quickly this fills in? This is really a quick cake. So around the sides, we're just going to continue on with this nice big swirl. And we're not going to need a border for this one because we're just going to use these nice swirls. So as you do it, make sure you come down to your plate and fill in, whoopsie, fill in all the way around. Now on this side we want to leave it open because we want his hat to come down like I said before. Okay, so we're going to bring just another layer of red down. We want this side to be just a little bit thicker here because it's supposed to look like his hat has flopped over. Come all the way down to about there. So it looks like his hat is coming down around his face. Touch up here just a little if you need to. There we go. Okay, the next step is we want to add another one of these big round things, but kind of on top. We want to make the ball on the end of Santa's hat. Then we're just going to use our bag to bring out these spikes. So it's just a squeeze and pull, squeeze and release, pull. As you're releasing, you're pulling away to get that nice sharp point. And if you want to, you can fill in just a little bit where the edges of his hat show. I'm going to add a straight show border around the back, just for finish. Really, our Santa face is done. But I want to add just a couple of extra little garnishes that add a little bit of balance. So I'm going to add a little bit of holly. These are some pine needles. It's just a zigzag back and forth, getting narrow at the top with a point. And 3 little holly berries. Just let them build, release, let them build, release. And I am going to repeat. So we're just doing a zigzag, narrowing to a point, and back down the other side. And 3 holly berries. Let it build and release, build and release, build and release. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed doing heart-shaped Santa. This one's a lot of fun. It's really easy. I hope you give it a try. Don't forget to follow me at my blog, theartoffrosting.blogspot.com. And don't forget to subscribe. We will have lots more to come. Thanks for watching.